Hey, Will, thank you so much for your email. That means a lot, and to know that I'm seen, to know that I'm covered in prayer, is so reassuring, and genuinely, really, really appreciate and thankful for that. So, discernment process is well underway. Again, you may or may not know, I started this in 2017, kind of been supported by Toby Flynn, and Dave Matthews was giving me a bit of mentoring back at the time, and then I didn't tell anybody, but I pulled out in 2018. There was just too much going on in my family, extended family life, and I just couldn't deal with the discernment journey. So I'm back in again. The new format is great. It's accessible. It's not anywhere near as scary as it was a few years ago. So that's going really, really well. Um, there's a lot going on in my family life. Jen is going through a number of ordeals at the moment. In my extended family, there are other really difficult scenarios as well. Kind of more recently, my sister. It seems that she's being signed off work. She's going through a very real, what seems like a nervous breakdown, and that's tough. My parents' health isn't great at all. Dad with developing Alzheimer's. My mum, there are issues and scenarios there. I may be looking at rehousing them because they normally live on a tiny little island in the Caribbean, but it looks like it would make more sense to have them back here in the UK, which is tough for them, especially. There are other things going on. I could give you a shopping list of some just fairly major things that are happening that are really hard, that are really complex, and really just need God's intervention and wisdom to be able to navigate them. I'm feeling the pressure of a lot of that, actually, and having quite a full-on job as well as sales director of a fairly well-known business. It's difficult, and as I go through this formation journey, some of me is thinking again, is this the wrong time to be doing this? Should I tap out and maybe come back to this again later? But there's something in me which is so compelled by what I sense as a call of God on my life to try my best to wade through this and to not tap out and to not give up. I know that's only going to be possible with prayer, with support, and with wisdom. One thing that you may not know, and it'd be good to get some prayer for this as well. In the year leading up to Preach Mania, I was really suffering. My health, which is normally very good, I had many of the COVID symptoms, and two that were particularly alarming were I had 9 to 10 months of daily headaches, many of which were debilitating migraines. Cognitively, it really affected me as well, where I was just really struggling to even process simple things. And I remember when you and Jemima kind of extended the invite for Preach Mania, I really wanted to do it, but internally I was just like, Jules, what are you doing? This is crazy. Like, how are you going to make this work? And I think my way of navigating it was to try and do something really simple and straightforward, and see how that went down. But what is great is because I had to work with a neurologist, I had to have some MRI scans. I mean, it was serious. And what was great was soon after Preach Mania, actually all of the symptoms disappeared. It was around about the time I had my first vaccine, that all of the symptoms I've been suffering with for the previous 9 to 10 months disappeared. Cognitively, things are still a little bit of a struggle, but nowhere near as much as they used to be. So it's interesting because you have said, and many other people say, George, you're always smiling, and again, I think that's the grace of God on my life, because it, each day is difficult. Well, I really mean that. Some days it's difficult to just go through the day without getting kind of really tearful with the stuff I'm surrounded by, and that doesn't include the different groups that I've been involved in. I've done my 4th consecutive alpha. There have been midweek groups that have come out of those alphas. I already had a midweek group as well, and just trying to give pastoral support and be there as a good friend to the people that have come through these groups. It's been a wonderful privilege, but it's tough as you try to kind of balance life, your own stuff as well as their stuff. So all of that together is a long answer to your question. Please pray for me, because I can really do with it. I really just value as much prayer support as I can get. Just as I kind of sign off and end this video message, I just want to say thank you so much for what you do, and the rest of the team. I know we haven't spoken much one-on-one, but I see you really and genuinely as a source of much encouragement, a genuine source of inspiration, and a lot of fun as well. And I hope and pray that there can be many more leaders like you as well, who I can follow kind of in your footsteps and in the great example that you lay down for me and others. Thank you so much. That's it for me. Hope you have a great Monday. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and hopefully I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye bye.